Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the IEC channel, that is Imran's English classes. I am very happy to be here before you, delivering my English grammar classes through the channel. I am very thankful to you for having subscribed my channel, and still I request rest of my friends to subscribe the channel, like it, share it, and give your warm comments so that I could get encouragement and your support. Thank you. And here today, I would like to teach a structure that is commonly useful in day-to-day spoken course. In other words, we can say spoken English course. So I will give you a substitute table also, so the students can draw as many as sentences out of this substitute table, and also translate it into Telugu language also, so that they can understand very easily how to use that structure and in which context that structure is used. So come back today. See, I'll write one sentence here. I saw him crossing the road. Please read the sentence. I saw him crossing the road. Here we find two words, that is saw and crossing. These two words seem to be the verbs. Of course, they are verbs, but with a little difference. It is a finite verb. It means we can say complete verb, or we can say main verb of the sentence, because there is no sentence without a finite verb, without a main verb. There should be a verb in a sentence. So here saw is the subject verb, and I is the doer or the agent or the subject of the verb saw. It is a simple past tense. And here crossing, it also a verb, looks like a verb, but it is not a finite verb. If we use it in the present simple tense, cross, simple past tense crossed, and past participle crossed. But when we add ing to the base form, that is the simple present tense, when we add ing form to the simple present tense, that is, in other words, we call it v1, the present simple tense, v1 plus ing. And children often do this type of exercise to make a present participle. It becomes present participle. Present participle. Of course, these ing form verbs are also called gerunds. I will explain the difference between the present participle and the gerunds depending upon the contextual use of these words. Here we read about the present participle. See, for example, we read cross, the present simple tense, and plus ing, it becomes crossing. Crossing is a present participle. We call it ing, inform verbs also. Inform words are inform words, ing form words. Crossing. Similarly, we write one more. Read plus ing, reading. This is a present participle. And in other calls, I will explain you in a detailed manner the uses of participles and the kinds of the participle and their different uses. What is called a participle, and how many kinds of participles are there, and what are their respective uses. I will explain it in the later class. So here I as came with a particular structure using present participle. I saw him crossing the road means here see the subject is doing one action and another action is done by the another person. The action in this verb belongs to the subject I and the action in this present participle belongs to the object of the finite verb. Please do note it. The action expressed in the finite verb, I mean the main verb of the sentence, belongs to the subject, and the action mentioned in the present participle belongs to the object of this main verb. Him is the object, I subject, sa is verb, him is object. And here, in other words, we can think it as he. He was crossing the road. I saw him. He was crossing the road. If we split the sentence into two, we can write it as I saw him. This is one sentence, simple sentence. And what was he doing? He was crossing when I saw him. He was crossing the road when I saw him. It is the second sentence, it is the first sentence. These are the two sentences. So, here see, it is was crossing is the finite verb. The main verb of the subject he. And here, saw is the main verb and the action of this verb belongs to this subject and action of this finite verb belongs to this subject. It means there are two subjects and there are two verbs. Two sentences are here. And we make into simple sentence. We combine these two sentences into one sentence. It is also often asked in the examination paper for 8th class or 9th class or 10th class students. There is a question in the grammar part. Combine the following sentence using a present participle or past participle or if or unless, although. So some synthetical words will be given and they ask you to combine the following sentence using so and so, so and so, so and so words. Among them, there may be this choice also. There is a possibility of asking you to combine two sentences using present participle. Then how to combine these two sentences using present participle? This is the way. So we keep the first sentence as it is. There is no change at all. I saw him. And here we omit this subject and the full stop of the first sentence. And we omit the helping verb also. Just we bring close to this one. I saw him crossing the road. Who was crossing the road? The subject of the second sentence. It means he was. In other words, we can say if we want to make into complex sentence, of course it is not in the high school level, it will be in college, intermediate and degree students. So they will give one a simple sentence and they will be asked to convert into complex sentence. We can write, I saw him while he was crossing the road. There is a complex sentence. I saw him and he was crossing the road. Compound sentence. I saw him crossing the road. Simple sentence. Don't get confused. Of course, it is not the right time to deviate you with multiple topics. I will come with that particular synthesis of sentence in another class, especially and separately. Here, just please clearly try to understand. Once again, I tell you, I saw him crossing the road. The action mentioned in the main verb, that is the finite verb, saw, belongs to I, and the action mentioned in the present participle belongs to this him, the object of the saw. I saw him crossing the road. Okay, it means I saw him while he was crossing the road, while the action was still going on. While the action of the second subject of the second sentence was going on. See, I write one more sentence here that is different to this one. Similar to it, but different in the sense of context. I saw him cross the road. It's very surprising. See, present participle is now changed into base form, the present simple tense. What is the difference here? I saw him cross the road. Similarly, as this action of the first verb belongs to the subject here also, the action of this verb belongs to the subject, and the action of this base form belongs to the object of the first verb. I saw him cross the road. What is the difference between these two? The use of present participle and the use of the base form. Here, need not get any confusion. Very simply we can understand, when we use present participle, it means that it is nothing but part of the action. Part of the action, not complete action. I saw him crossing the road means I saw him while he was still crossing the road. The action of his crossing the road was not yet complete. He might be in the start of the crossing, or in the middle, or just before the completion at the end of the traveling or crossing. So while that's the duration of his crossing, I saw him. So it was part of the action. I was not there till he completed the traveling. Please mind it. I saw him crossing the road gives the impression that I saw him while he was crossing the road, and I did not see whether he completely crossed the road or went back, because I was not there till he completed the action. I went away. On the way, just as a part of my going, I saw him. What was he doing while you were there? When I was there, he was crossing the road. What was he doing while you were crossing the road? Or while you were going opposite to him? When I was going opposite to him, he was crossing the road. I hope you got it. For example, see, I give one more example. Generally, we stand when the railway gate is closed. How long do we stand there? Till the train crosses. Till the train goes away. Then again the gate opens. Then we say, I saw the train. I saw the train. Now tell me, crossing the gate or cross the gate? We say cross the gate. Not crossing. I saw the train cross the gate because it gives complete action, whereas the present participle gives a incomplete action. It is the present participle gives the whole action. Sorry, part of action. Part of action, whereas the cross gives the whole action. This is the main difference. I saw the train crossing the gate. Means I stood before the gate and the train was crossing. It was very lengthy train. It's a goods train, very lengthy train. And I was in a hurry to go, so I could not wait till the train crosses. So when the train was still crossing, I was impatient to wait till it crosses, so I went back. Then on the way, some other person might ask me, what happened? Why are you coming back? Then say, When I was there, the train was crossing, so I can make it the whole scene into one sentence. I saw the train crossing the gate. I was not till end of the action of the trains crossing or passing away. Just I saw a part of action, a portion of action. In such cases, we use present participle. And generally we stay there till the train crashes. When the action of trains crossing completes, the gates open, then we go. In such case, we say, I saw the train cross the gate and it had 60 or 70 compartments. If we usually or jovially count till the last compartment crosses of the guard. However, once again, I tell you, when we use this structure, present participle gives the impression of the part of the action, and the base form gives the impression of complete action. Here in this case, I made a substitute table. You can draw as many as sentences possible out of this table. Just 1 minute, I will show you the table. See, here is the table. Here the subject, I, Inshira, Hidaya, my parents, nobody. And in the next one, sa or found. You can write the verb found also. Sa or found. And object, in the place of object, we can write him, someone, me, the headmaster, her mother. And the present participle, we can write as many as present participle we know. I here as an example, I wrote instructing, passing, talking, sneaking, writing. And the object or phrase we can write. Here I write into the building, to them, the letter, the students, by the house. Now keeping the table in your hand, you can make as many as sentences. For example, see here, I draw with the second subject, Inshira, saw me talking to them, or Inshira found someone sneaking into the building. Same with the second table. It is the first one is the present with the present participle, and the second table is with the base form. Thank you, and I will come with another structure in the next class. Thanking you for having watched my video. Once again, I humbly request you to kindly subscribe and support me. Thank you very much.